Okay, so I wanted to share with you what I saw in my meditation today. I usually start off my meditation practice with like a throat clearing meditation. But lately I've been feeling like there's been a being that's been patiently waiting to connect with me. I haven't done full long meditations. So I feel like they've been waiting for me to really do a long one to be able to properly connect with me. And so after I did my throat clearing meditation, I saw a Facebook post earlier about a meditation while listening to the Om chant. And so I went on YouTube, I did a video, and then I was finding like my rhythm between the chanting and then the breathing. And then I was told, put your palms facing up. Because normally when I meditate, I go like this. This is what feels good for me. But they told me to put my palms facing up. And I said, why? And then they said, well, it shows that you're willing to receive whatever it is that you will be getting. And I said, okay. I'm okay with receiving whatever comes through. I'm okay with it. And so after a couple minutes, I'm guessing, I'm not really sure, I started seeing the face of like a gray being. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. But then it got closer and closer. And this was the first time I have ever seen like another being in such detail. I mean, it was like high definition. I mean, so detailed, so outlined. Like I felt like I could just reach out and like touch it. And it was a gray being, beautiful eyes. I could even see like almost like, I don't want to say eyebrows, but like almost like skin folds, almost a little bit on the top. And their eyes were so beautiful. It was like this black eyes, but they had like almost these like galaxy sparkles, like I don't know. It looked like a galaxy in their eyes of like stars. And after being startled for a second, I said, okay, so I'm assuming they're of the highest vibration, because that's what I said before going into this, is that only highest vibrations allowed to come in. And so I said, what's your name? What do you go by? And before I could even like finish the thought in my mind, they said Ozark. And it made me think for a second, because I'm like, why does that sound so familiar? And then I think Dolores Cannon's publishing is called Ozark, I think. And then I started overthinking, like analytical thinking. I was like, wait, oh my gosh. I was like, no overthinking. So then I was trying to get back to like the rhythm that I was following from the video. What? I know you want love. And then they said, just do your hypnosis meditation so you can go under, and then that's how we'll be able to communicate more. So I said, okay. So I stopped that meditation, and then I turned on this recording that I had made for someone to meet their spirit guide. And that's kind of what I've been using to kind of connect with my spirit guides. So I'm trying to listen to my own recording with my own voice, and I'm going through the first couple of visualizations. So with the first visualization, they're already like, okay, so, and I was like, wait, let me get through the visualizations first. And they're like, oh, okay. But I'm such an overthinker still. So I'm like, just let me do my visualizations, and then I'll know that this is actual information coming through, and it's not just me making it up in my head. And so they said it was fine. I did my couple of visualizations. I saw the mountain, whatever. I saw the path. And then when I got up to the mountain, there was like this white cloud, and there was a hand that just kind of grabbed my hand, pulled me in, and then we went up into a spaceship. Hi, sweet love. And there were about a couple other beings, and then they saw this like a grasshopper being, and I see them every time I go to the ship. I see this grasshopper being every time I see them, and I have no idea who they are. They've never like one-on-one like connected with me yet. But now that I'm saying this, I feel like that's coming. So when I got beamed up there, they said, I listened to, like, I was kind of tuning into like what was happening and not to what I was listening on my own recording. And so I was like, okay, so, what am I here for? And they said, okay, we're going to give you a gift. So they gave me a gift, and it was a compass. Like, not one of those nautical ones, but the one with like the 2 legs as like the pricky thing, and then you can do like a beautiful circle thing. And I'm like, what in the... I'm like, okay, so... okay, what is this? And they're like, you have to make the flower of life. You have to put it on your wall in your office, like a big one. And I'm like, of all the things, they're like, yes, you have to draw one, like a big one that like is the entire wall. You have to make one of those on, and they said a specific wall. They said you have to do it on the wall on the right. You have to make the flower of life. And I was like, okay, well, why do I have to do that? And they're like, because it creates a portal. It's going to create a portal of energy, and it's going to help you during your sessions. So I said, okay, sounds great. We'll do. And they're like, but you need to go now. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't like do it tomorrow. They're like, no, you got to go now. Like right now. And I said, okay. So I got out of the meditation. I started getting ready. And they're like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I was like, I don't even know what time it is. Like, what about like lunch? Like, what time is it anyways? And then I turn around and it's like the clock said 1:11. And I said, okay, we're going. So I grabbed my keys, grabbed my wallet, I get into the car, and they told me I have to go to Staples. But Staples is like 40 minutes away from my house. And I said, there is no way I'm going to Staples. Like, that is far. And then I was thinking, I was like, okay, well, what is closer by so I don't have to drive so far? And I tried to think of anything along that route, and they started like blurring my thinking and like my visualizations. And I said, okay, I get it. I'm going right now. So then I started going, and then as I was driving, I had the thought of almost like grating, what is it called? Selenite with like a piece of sandpaper so that it turns into like dust particles, and then mix it in with the paint. And I was like, I don't know if that's my thought or if that's from someone else, but okay. So I went to Staples, I got the compass, I went to Lowe's, I got the paint. So there you go. I guess I'm following instructions.